Get back to that place of power. While you are looking at 300 people, Abraham, from your house, trained men, 312 thereabout. My goal for you is to be the father of nations. Do not allow the 312 thereabout people make you so feel that you're a success that you cannot open up yourself for the more. The more that I'm doing, the more that I'm providing in your life. Let me tell you the truth. Some of you, God has prospered you, but the reason why your finances stopped was pride came into your heart. The truth is, you are not begging for money. You will never beg for money again, but you will never also be able to do the things that you should do. Do you know the wealthier you become, the more the expectation of the kingdom? There is a kind of offering today I cannot give God. It will be seen between me and God. There is a kind of help today. If people are giving to the house of God, there is something I cannot give less. It's not pride. To me and God, it will be seen, because God will say, no, I've shown you mercy more than this. To whom much is given, much is required. There is a time I cannot pray less. It will be seen between me and God. I will be wasting the grace that he has given. That kind of prayer life will be so somebody who just got born again, or somebody who is just going through maybe a foundational things in the spirit. There is a level. God can stay with me all through the night and not apologize for taking my time, because the level of grace he's given can afford that kind of discipline. Are we together now? Yes. If God tells me to empty my account today, he will not need to tell me twice. It will be a bad thing. Do you know why? Because he's trained me to the point that he has shown me his faithfulness beyond that level of doubt. That's why he was strict on Moses. Moses, you were with me for 90 days. Zechariah, you are a high priest ministering. There are certain to whom much is given. There is a standard of impact that must happen from my life in every meeting. If I ever go below that standard, I will go back to God and cry and say, what happened? It doesn't matter if men are clapping. It's me and God that knows the benchmark. You see, in our school of ministry, when it's only A and B, we don't do C, we don't do D, we don't do E. For those of you preparing to attend next set, this is a teaser. If you C, E, F, you are not going to graduate. It's only A and B. And that standard came from my walk with God. There are things God expects. If God grants me the opportunity to teach in a conference, if God grants me the opportunity to meet strategic people, and I have 10 minutes of their attention and I waste their time, heaven will say, no. It is a difficult thing to find somebody I lift to this level, and now that I brought you, you did not prepare. Dotan prospered because he prepared his way before the Lord. Is someone learning? Please, you are an adult. Drop that feeding bottle. Drop that feeding bottle prayer, feeding bottle Bible study, feeding bottle giving. Some of you, God has marvelously helped you, but you are at levels less than unbelievers. Even those who got born again are more efficient in their kingdom service. Let it change. Hallelujah. Let it change. My message for you tonight is, this is not your rest. That was the singular test that distinguished those who will continue with Gideon. 32,000 people came out when he blew the shofar, but he still took some down. About 20,000 thereabout, he kept reducing them, and all of them went to a river, and there was a strategy. Those who bent down to take those who lap like dogs. I always saw that thing and it did not make sense to me. How is it that those who lap like dogs are the ones he says to go? Do you know why? Because when animals go to the river, they take water and do the things they do with their feet standing. They know they will continue the journey. Those who settle there are the ones who were asked to go home. No matter what God does on the way, whilst you're on the way actualizing destiny, if manna ever falls from heaven, don't be busy packing it forever. Pack for the journey and say, Lord, I continue with you. Are we together?